All right. Gonna hang out and play Halo today. Talk with Aistad. He'll be on in a bit. And then I'm gonna end around 2 to watch the College Baseball World Series. I actually went to Tennessee for college, so you know, hoping they'll bounce back after last night. That was miserable. And yeah, I guess before he gets here, I'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about the boys video that I made because I'll be honest, I'm pretty surprised at how mad people are. I mean, there is an element when you make a video, you know, like when you have the opinion that's in the minority, you know that some people are just gonna essentially be super pissed off. This happened with me. I would say the biggest one was Godzilla X Kong. It also happened with my Lady Ballers review, which was the Daily Wire movie, because obviously, that movie was only available to Daily Wire subscribers. So if you're subscribed to Daily Wire and you watch the Daily Wire movie, well, chances are you're going to be on board with it unless it's really bad. And that movie was middling to bad, super ideologically driven. To me, and I say all this in the video, that was a dumb thing for them to do, to go the kind of hyper political route, because, if you want to win people over, the best way to do it through fiction is just to be good, not be ideological. So that was a situation where they chose to be ideological, and all they really did, instead of filling in the void from Hollywood, was create their own little bubble. I don't know. I just thought it wasn't a smart move. But what can you do, right? The movie was okay, but any parts that were okay were super undermined by just how political it was, and just rambling monologues with statistics and political arguments and blah, blah, blah. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because the criticisms that I have of The Boys are pretty much the same. Like, I thought season 1 of The Boys did a good job of being relatively neutral. I'm sure it made fun of both sides to some degree, but then this is a sidebar. When people say that everything is political, it drives me crazy. Because, for instance, in Star Wars, you have a generic authoritarian government, right? They're not trying to mirror the views of a certain political group in the country currently, or they didn't used to be. So having generic politics in a show or movie doesn't mean it's fucking political. And that's kind of what season 1 of The Boys felt like. I'm sure there's stuff in there if I were to go back and rewatch it. But, making fun of like corporate corruption and people in power just being absolute pieces of shit, that's not a political worldview. Or at least it's not really one that, 99% of people are going to disagree with. So my criticisms of The Boys, and I really didn't even go into the show that much, beyond the fact that I just think, I said vaguely, like, it's stupid to have the heroes, or the protagonist run into the superheroes over and over and just always get away. Because it kind of is a criticism that I've levied at Avatar. It's a criticism you can levy at a lot of things, which is, at some point, your villains are no longer scary, right? They're just kind of there, but you're not like worried about them. And to me, that's kind of the issue that The Boys runs into. And I didn't say this in the video because I just didn't really care that much about the story part. But like the stuff with Huey and Starlight is just kind of fucking on loop. There's a lot of that kind of stuff that just, it feels like they're having the same conversations just over and over. And then you get like a random dick joke mixed in, or, whatever the case is. Whoops. So it's not like I went in like super hard on the show, really. I was just saying the show's gotten pretty much the same quality since season 1. And I thought after season 1, it dropped off quite a bit. And, I don't see why now suddenly there's this, it's gotten political thing. Which was like really the whole point of the video. But then people were posting about me being an anti-Semitic and a Nazi. I don't have any clue where that came from or why. Like, I don't even know if I said my own politics in there as much as just, I think what The Boys is doing is calling itself satire and then actually levying criticism against one political side. You can disagree with that take or whatever, but I don't know. To me, the whole shtick that people try to do to defend The Boys of, it's just satire, you just didn't get it, it makes fun of both sides. To me, that's all just kind of bullshit hiding behind the guise of comedy. So I'm surprised that people were so upset, but I don't know I don't know why people are like, now is the time that they're upset. So, yeah, just very weird to me. And when I put that video up, and I titled it like, what did I title it? Like, season 4 of The Boys sucks and is leftist trash, but why is anyone surprised? And I think that that's like a legitimate question when the show really hasn't changed in 2 full seasons, but now suddenly people are up in arms about the politics. It's very weird to me. And it's also weird that people were somehow saying that I'm defending Nazis and also telling me that I didn't understand the point when they seemingly didn't understand the point of my video. And the point of my video was like the quality didn't just fall off a cliff. It's been pretty steady since season 2 of being mediocre. And I thought the politics were never subtle after season 1. Like it's one thing to like exaggerate someone's opinions for comedic effect, which is more of like what satire is supposed to be. And it's another thing to just come out and openly say like, I don't like these people or their views, and then have evil characters in the show just say the things that they believe. Like those are 2 completely different things. So that was why I really focused on Stormfront so much, was because when you have a literal Nazi in the show, right? I mean, she was born in 1919, friends with Goebbels, all that shit. And then she's just saying things like, well, why can't we just worry about meritocracy? Like we shouldn't even be worried about like men and women. We should just worry about who's the best at the job. You will hear that rhetoric on any right-wing political pundit's show or podcast or whatever you listen to, article to get your news, because that view is classical liberalism. And then the show is having that spouted off by the Nazi as a way of saying like, the people that I don't like politically are Nazis. And that's what the showrunner probably believes. There's a lot of people in Hollywood who believe that. And there's a lot of just far left people in general who believe that conservatives are Nazi adjacent. And that was the only point that I was making. And people took that to mean I thought that the Nazis should be portrayed in a better light or something, which I never said. It's just wild to me that people were so pissed off about it. Hey, what's up, Gonzalez? Man, people need to love The Boys like it's true north. And if you take it away, then there's nothing in pop culture that anchors it all down. Yeah, I was reading chat there and got distracted. But yeah, it's I guess I just didn't realize people were like that passionate about The Boys. Like The Boys to me was always just kind of a over the top, sort of like a what if Superman was a dick, very anti-corporate, very anti-virtue signaling, which all these corporations do, which I wouldn't even call that left or right. I would call that just corporate in general also. And then people were taking it personally that I just said that it has, like, the show has been what it's been for 2.5 seasons now. And I don't get what the impetus was for now. People were like angry about it. Oh shit, I just grenaded my own guy. I don't know, it's just crazy to me. And then the fact that people are like freaking the fuck out in my comments. Like one of the most liked comments in the video, because it's gotten way downvoted. I think it's at like 70% dislikes, which is fine. I mean, if it's not a popular opinion, it's not a popular opinion. I don't particularly care. But one of the comments that got a lot of likes was, it's funny how when you don't like the politics, the writing sucks. I responded to the guy, and we didn't really have a very good back and forth. I think he said one more comment, but I was like, I think the messaging in most stuff you probably agree with, but also a lot of stuff that's coming out is bad. Like, and if you actually think about it and like take a step back for a second, like remove politics from the equation, right? How many movies and shows do you really just hate the morality of? Because, most of the time, the morality of a movie is something universal. You shouldn't seek power. You shouldn't seek power for the sake of power. Power corrupts. Obviously, that's like Lord of the Rings. The importance of friendship and loyalty. Pick any war movie or, romance or whatever. Like most themes in movies are universal because you want them to appeal to as many people as possible. So the notion that if you don't like the messaging of something, that makes it bad. I don't know. I just found that like super fucking dishonest in the comments. And I saw it from a lot of people. And I think I'd be a lot less bothered if they just said like, look, I like the show and I don't care if it's like politically opposed to me or with me or whatever. Great. Don't care. Like, do your thing. But I turn the game volume down a little bit here. But to pretend like it has to have my politics for me to like it, or I'm only criticizing it because I don't like all the politics. That to me, that's just asinine. And it's not something I even said in the video. Gonzalez says, even season 1 was propped up by its legitimately great conceits, unique elements, characters, but masked, blunt writing. Screenwriting Hollywood has taken a dive bomb in the last 10 years. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I would wager if you go watch like any show that takes place in a fantasy world, there's going to be like feminist elements, right? Because that's something that most people looking back through history look down upon, at least in some degree. Like, that women shouldn't have been treated the way they were, But then I think it's also more fair to acknowledge, like, hey, the world was a brutal place. Like, the world wasn't just, um, like a safe society, and men were just holding the women back to hold them back. Like, men were out there dying, fighting, dealing with bandits and raiders and all kinds of shit. And women were risking their life in childbirth and trying to raise 10 kids, and half of them would die. But the world was just a harsh place. But I think it's easy to look back through modern sensibilities and say, that women probably should have had more opportunities in certain facets of life back then. I'm not a fucking medieval expert. I don't know. But it's just, it's just frustrating to me that, like, that people think that that's, like, the issue. Like, the issue is sexism, or you don't like the politics. But if the politics were clever or funny, or if you felt like they really were to take shots at both sides, you can get away with a lot. Or if the show's just really good, even if the politics are egregious, you can get away with a lot. I'm trying to think, like, I mean, you could say that Harry Potter has Voldemort as, like, a metaphor for fucking Hitler or whatever, right? Because he's a racial supremacist and blah, blah, blah. Like, everyone fucking loves Harry Potter because they love the world, they love the story, they love all the characters. That's what I'm saying is, like, well, not that anybody's pro-Hitler, but you get my point. That, people will overlook on-the-nose writing or very blunt writing if the story is just good. And, when the story is kind of just treading water and it feels like there's not much progress and characters are doing just kind of dumb things or surviving in situations where they shouldn't, like ramming fucking boats into whales. Hey, Aistad, I accepted the invite, but I don't know where to go now. Or do I just need to call you? Oh, let me put headphones in. Maybe that's why. So I can hear you. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I didn't even.
But yeah, it's just I don't know.
I got you.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know you had accepted yet. That's why I was waiting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was just talking about
the future. Well, I was gonna say, I'd say in the future you probably want to make your own server here, and then when you have people, all they have to do is you can drag them into the channel whenever you're ready to have them on and everything.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna do private calls with people, but I guess yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're gonna have them on for a future, you just add them to the server, and then you can like set a lock on this so people can't just join it. Like, so you can drag them or invite them in, but nobody else can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to mess more because I actually didn't really use Discord very much until recently for anything other than like manga leaks and stuff. But yeah, I was just talking. Right. I was just talking about just my video about the boys and just
I saw that,
how people were just wigging the fuck out and calling me a Nazi and an anti-Semite, and it's so funny to me that, like, while they're talking about how I'm media illiterate or I just don't get it, that they didn't even understand the fucking point of the video. Because the point of my video was much more along the lines of, like, why is everyone surprised? And nothing about the show has really changed in 2 or 3 seasons. How much did you watch?
I got through season 2, and that was where I pretty much, like, because after I heard what went on in season 3, I just never picked it back up.
Yeah, and season 2 for me was kind of like, okay, like now
That's what I'm saying. it wasn't it wasn't terrible or anything. I enjoyed it. It was one of those that I could sit back and watch, but then everything that came out in season 3, it just scared me away, and I didn't want to deal with it. Now it
Yeah,
seems like season 4 is
I mean, I only watched one episode of season 4, but people in the comments were telling me about like some of the shit going on with. I don't know. I guess there's a bunch of gay sex and Starlight getting an abortion and stuff. And I don't know. It just sounds. It all just sounds like fucking terrible. I don't really have any interest. I saw that Homelander shot some guy's dick off. Like, and that's kind of what I talked about in the video too. Is it seems like the show just relied on shock value to kind of cover up for all the bad writing. So I don't like. I feel like this happens a lot though. I mean, even Star Wars, you know, the normie audience didn't really seem to catch on until way later.
right.
Like everyone, everyone loved Force Awakens, but if you go back and watch that shit now, like like knowing what happens.
But that's what I'm saying is like the whole point of that movie was to get everybody back in the nostalgia feel of Star Wars, and it did its job. But when it went to the next one with The Last Jedi, I mean, everyone basically caught on to what happened because there was no rewatch value of The Force Awakens. I'm sorry, there is none. It is not a very good movie.
Yeah.
The only thing it was living on was nostalgia.
Yeah. And that's kind of what Star Wars got by on for a while. Like even Mando like had a ton of issues that people overlooked. I thought it was pretty boring overall. But then come season 2 or 3, well, season 2 kind of hit it all with cameos. You know, they brought in Boba Fett, they brought in Luke, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka. And then season 3, when they don't have that to cover it up, and they bring in Lizzo and Jack Black, that's when the normie audience is like, oh, this is actually shit. So I think
forgot about the Lizzo stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of what is happening with The Boys right now is the shock has kind of worn off and people are like, oh, nothing has happened for 2 fucking seasons and the creators just openly hate me.
So Soldier Boy was in season 3, right?
Yeah. He was all right.
That's not saying they brought him in to kind of as a, how do you want to say it? Everybody knew who he was.
Yeah,
from where he came from.
Yeah. Fans love Jensen Ackles. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I like I said, I didn't actually watch season 3, but from the clips I've seen, he played the role well.
He was good when he was in it, but he didn't have that much screen time, I didn't think. And, you know, it's a lot of it is good for one watch, and then it's kind of like, okay, I'm done with this.
I'm in I'm just waiting for an invite.
Okay.
So, I think they made everything crossplay now, based on when I logged in.
Well, I
remember before it was
fuck. Yeah, I saw everybody had keyboards next to their names when I was playing this matchmaking game.
Yeah, so it's got crossplay now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think everything now. It used to be, if you remember, it was only like Halo 3 or Halo 4. I can't remember which one. Like they didn't have Combat Evolve and Halo 2.
Yeah. Yeah, so chat says back in the 80s and 90s, you could have all kinds of discerning political views in your TV show, but they were represented by individual characters, not the entire show as a whole. Yeah. And then he said The Force Awakens is so pretty, but even last night he wanted to rewatch it and decided not to. But yeah, I mean that's the thing too, and this is more of I think a culture thing is that the political views, even when they used to disagree with you, there was still a lot of overlap, and you kind of disagreed on specifics. But I think now that well, really, it's just Hollywood has gone off the fucking rails. That when they insert their shit, it feels a lot more divisive. And just it's a lot harder to connect to. And then there's I was trying to figure out how to do it. It's been so fucking long.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to join you. Let me see if it says it grays out the join. I have the invite, but oh, there it is. I think I got it.
I just sent one.
Accept. Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think Hollywood has just gone so up its own ass and into its own bubble that like when they do their shit now, it just feels like completely unrelatable. And then, you know, obviously you have social media has not helped with all these cocksuckers. Oh, fuck. All these fillators being like, you know, fuck the audience. You're all racist. If you don't like it, you're a Nazi.
Yeah.
Did you accept the invite or am I just like, did I do it
Yeah.
wrong?
Wait, you. Oh wait, do I need to click something?
It was just not showing you my roster.
I see you as the players in the roster. It just says players. It says you're the game session leader.
Huh. That's weird.
X roster. Yeah, you're in here.
Oh, you are? Okay.
You don't see me.
Well, you're in my game session, but you're not showing up like in my. Let me see. Let me just see if I go into multiplayer if you just show up. Okay, you do. That's a weird. I see. That's weird that it does that. Like on my home screen, it just shows me.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say because I'm in the screen. It says you're the.
Now, let's see if we can.
One.
Oh, it looks like we can play Halo. Okay. Or maybe we can play campaign. Yeah, we can do campaign because I fucking suck at multiplayer.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not surprised when my videos get shit on. That's what I was saying earlier too. Is like sometimes when I put one out, you know, I know what the reception's gonna be. Like Godzilla, I knew people were gonna be fucking mad, but this one I'm kind of surprised because I didn't really feel like I even went that hard on the show. Oh, it says campaign doesn't currently support crossplay.
Okay, so that's what it was. So the
Yeah,
multiplayer has worked, but not the campaign.
I thought we definitely played Halo 3 together though. Let me see.
Yeah, I think the Halo 3 campaign is the only one.
Which is fucking bizarre that that's how they do shit. Like why like why take the time to make it crossplay for Halo 3 and probably 4 and then not uh
Especially when they have a remaster. But I wonder if that's what they're waiting for with the new remaster
oh,
because they're going to involve the PlayStation and everything.
I thought that I heard that they finally stopped putting anything into MCC now. Like they completely kind of given up on it. But
Oh well, no. I just meant in the sense of I know that said that they were going to come out with the new Halo Combat Evolved remastered, right?
it says
And you
you don't have the required stuff installed. Fuck it, we'll just play multiplayer
give me
then.
a sec. Okay, yeah. I saw something about that. I just downloaded the full Master Chief Collection. I don't know why it didn't have everything installed. Maybe
Yeah.
it doesn't have the campaign. It's just the multiplayer.
Oh, could be, yeah. I mean,
Because I did see something available for me to download.
it might have prioritized that since that's what. Oh, it says you don't have the shit for multiplayer either.
Let me back out real quick. I saw something to download, but then what the hell did I download? It was like so many gigs.
I was gonna say I think it's up to like 100 now. Do you have Infinite
Oh,
installed?
here it is. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have a pretty fast internet.
All right, yeah. So, oh yeah, I was just saying. I'm
You just
just.
want me? Do you want me to install just? It installed only Reach. What the? Okay. Do you want to? Which game do you want me to install?
um. Well, I guess we could just do Reach multiplayer then if that's what you have.
Let me. Uh,
Let's see. Okay, yeah. That. Oh nope. Shit. Did I just boot you?
no, I think when I went to
Oh.
download this stuff,
Okay.
it it's well. I mean, it's moving. I picked all the games for multiplayer.
Okay.
And it says 4.2 gigabytes, and I'm already halfway done with it. So just give it.
Okay, I'll just wait
I
then.
mean,
Yeah, the internet's just annoying. Is kind of what I was getting at. Like,
I mean,
there's plenty of shit that's fair to criticize. Obviously, but
well, the biggest thing that I don't understand is like they come in with zero actual arguments. It's just a name calling session.
yeah,
90% of the time on your, when I see the videos. Like I'll give that one person credit. I don't remember which video it was a while back. I think it might have been Ahsoka, maybe. I can't remember. Where the person like had like 20 points listed, where
yeah,
you were able to like go. I mean, that's a lot, but you were able to and then uh respond to each one. Okay, so it just downloaded one. So let me do. Okay, so I have reach. Do you want to do 4, 3? Which one would you prefer?
I
For some
mean,
reason.
we can just do Halo One and Reach if that's what you have. I don't really care.
Okay, well, let's download in the others. I already have it, so we can just play. I have Combat Evolved multiplayer and Reach and multiplayer installed.
Okay,
But the other ones are coming, so we can try. Like I said, the one, this one's at 38 gigs and already at 15%, so they're going quick. So we can play something for now, and then when we get done with one game, they should all be ready.
yeah, that's fine. I just limit it to Reach and Combat Evolved. It shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I'm probably gonna suck ass anyway. So, but
So that
and to be fair, there are people who like put thought out criticisms that I respond to, but the majority of my shit is just Nazis. Some guy posted some big fucking quote that I didn't even read the whole thing about how I was a dishonest anti-Semite from some philosopher like 70 years ago. Just crazy shit.
quite the reach.
Yeah, I mean,
No pun intended.
yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I I just am like astonished that people take the time to not watch a video or not even try to understand it and then comment on it. Like if I see a video that I think I'm not gonna like, I usually just don't bother watching it. Or if I do, I just turn it off at some point. Like why spend your time that way? But I guess that's, what the internet is for and what people do. No, they just went through teleporter. I think we're
Oops,
outnumbered.
I think I shot my own teammate.
Flag's down, but
Matt Flag.
yeah. This man, Halo
I
1,
forgot how.
I loved Halo 1 back in the day, but it's got some rough spawn points and shit that are
Oh, I remember that.
are definitely dated now. Um have you
Forgot I
gotten
can't
shit?
sprint in this one.
Their flag carrier just passed me through the teleporter. Have you
Oh shit.
yeah, I can't score it. Have you been keeping up on anime this season at all?
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
this season. Shit. I forgot how slow the original one was. I'm
Yeah.
so used to the fast-paced Call of Duty.
Why even Infinite
The
now, yeah.
aiming's easier though. But oh yeah, even Infinite.
But Go Go Loser Ranger has probably been like one of the best ones this season. I think.
I actually have read. I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things about it. I was trying to catch up on Slime. That's
Oh
still
yeah.
pretty far behind, but I watched the. So it's not important. You were right.
Oh, Slime.
Yeah, it's not truly important, but it brings in the. There's a couple people that it brings in from a country that's not really known
Yeah, it's doing a lot of world building.
in in Violet, the demon or whatever, she gets introduced there.
Yeah.
Like I know she was introduced in the movie, but it references the movie, so they made the movie canon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the movie became canon because of that. Because I think they may show up later in the world building.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't even know how to throw a grenade.
Left trigger.
No, mine's right trigger, or not left trigger. It's right button.
Oh, you have your settings messed up then.
Thank you. That's why I was trying to figure out why I wasn't doing what I wanted.
But slime, it's not, I don't mind the world building. It's just done it in like a really stagnant way, or like stale, I guess. Like they're literally just sitting at tables and just talking about like what's going to happen with their politics instead of having any kind of like activity going on in the meantime. And then this new arc, since the midpoint or whatever started, and they're preparing for a big festival. So that's also looking like it's going to be pretty slow. But the last episode was him sitting on a couch talking to a guy about festival preparations and shit for like the whole time. Shit. So yeah, Slime is really kind of a more back to season 1, I would say, than season 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Because season 1, I felt like sort of had the same issues of just kind of really dragging and not accomplishing multiple things at one time. Like, instead of doing world building and action, or character stuff and world building or whatever, you're just kind of getting like, this is the world building part of the show. Ah,
But it's supposed to be two cores, right?
yeah, the second one just started. I mean, the theme song just changed, so I'm assuming.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then Demon Slayer, I mean, I knew it was the training arc, but they've really taken their time with it, I think, in a way that they didn't need to. Like, I mean, it's funny at least, and it's like a nice like tone
That
change.
guy just spawned and died. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I killed him because he spawned right in front of me.
Yeah, this one is really, Halo 1 is really bad for that. I'm trying to think what else is coming out. Oh, Jobless Reincarnation is really good this season.
Oh, I need to watch the last 2 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, the second core is much better than the first one. I mean, the first one is fine, like especially when you know the whole story, because it's setting up like the first arc of season 2 sets up like literally the rest of the entire series. So,
Triple kill.
and you get plenty of character shit too.
Yeah. I do like. I didn't. Um, I do like how the pacing was for this season's Jobless Reincarnation. Like it didn't really. I thought the school stuff was going to take a lot longer, and it didn't.
Well, yeah, they definitely could have dragged it out for a while if they had wanted to, but there was no need to. I mean, I think they hit all the big stuff and kind of keep it moving. But then, like, it's one of those shows. If you were to go, like, once season 3 and 4 come out, because I'm assuming that's when it'll be done. If you were to go back and rewatch it, you'll see like how much stuff was set up in the first core of season 2. And then, My Hero's coming out. My Hero's getting to the climax. I'm kind of curious what they're going to do, because, the manga I told you was in the epilogue for My Hero, but the whole last battle is a ton of like short chapters and chapter breaks because of the author's health. So like there's quite a few chapters in there that are like 12 pages, 10 pages. So
We're gonna focus up here.
I don't know if Like, I feel like the anime might almost catch it. Like this season, I mean.
Yeah. It's wait. For My Hero, right?
Yeah, I don't think it quite will. My guess is that they'll have one more
Well, I thought,
short
yeah,
core.
I was actually surprised at how quick they got to like through the Stars and Stripes. They're already at the. They're almost caught up to where I had paused reading,
Yeah.
and that
Well,
was during the fight.
yeah, Dabi and Todoroki just had their big fight. Well, part of it. Obviously, it's anime, so it goes on forever. But yeah, Dabi and Todoroki had their fight already. Like it's moving along.
Damn, and
So,
yeah, I guess it really is at the end.
so my guess would be that they try to end it right before, like the final two fights. Because I don't know how much you saw, but it does a ton of jumping around to make sure that like every character in the series has a part. Damn, 23-10. Look at you go.
Oh, did it show my stats? I was waiting to see because I was just killing people. I didn't even care about the game.
Yeah, I was 18-15. But yeah, so it's really doing a lot of jumping around, and I don't know if the anime is going to cut down on some of that because I thought it was pretty annoying in the manga actually, like how much it jumped around with none of the fights finishing. So
See, that's what kind of had me stop reading for a while. Because like every time I would think something's about to happen, they would switch to the other one, and I was just kind of like, okay, well, we're never gonna finish this up.
yeah, yeah. So I'm really hoping that maybe the anime they'll do everything chronological, so you just see like each fight fully, and then it all just builds towards obviously the main one is going to be Deku and Handface.
Right.
But I'm trying to think of what else is coming out. Oh, Kaiju number 8. I've really enjoyed Kaiju number 8.
I've read so far everything I've read. Some people are a little, you know how they are. There's always going to be criticism, but as far as I've read, everything has been positive. So I'm planning to just binge it once it finishes. Unless it's supposed to go 24 episodes, I might as well catch up.
I actually don't know. The spot that it's in right now, I think next week there's a decent place for it to stop at if it's only 12 episodes. Like story-wise.
Right.
But I didn't look it up. I mean, I can look real quick while we're sitting here. But that's one. I mean, I made a short video on it. That's a show that I think that pretty much everyone would enjoy it if you're into anime.
Can you explain to me this Oshinoko second season?
Kaiju.
The reason I ask about no, not Kaiju, not Kaiju.
Well, Kaiju is 12. Kaiju is 12 episodes. I was gonna say.
Okay, 12 episodes. Okay. The Oshinoko show.
Yeah,
Isn't that about like idols and shit?
it is. Well, it's a revenge story at the core, and then they're using like the idol industry to pursue it.
Okay, I know, but if you go to this website and look at their season 2 like visual,
yeah,
it looks like it's turning into a fantasy type story, not idols. Like it says supernatural as a genre. Am I misunderstanding something?
Well, I think the only supernatural element is obviously the reincarnation aspect.
Right. That part I know. But if you look at this picture, like they're holding swords, like they're fighting.
Oh, this is the play arc. That's why.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. So it's part of a play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
oh shit! Oh my gosh, my buttons have changed again. I hate this.
yeah, I forgot to change my loadout too.
I don't know what Zoom is.
Oh, it's Fiesta. Nice. But yeah, so
I don't even know what Melee is.
So Oshinoko, the whole story. I mean, did you watch any of it or?
No.
So the first
I
episode
just
is an hour and a half, and
yeah. It leads like to how she gets the twins, right?
yeah. So I think her name is I something. It's been a while since I read it. She is a young idol, and she gets pregnant, but you don't know who the dad is. And then there's
Oh,
like a
and is
like a separate story. There's a doctor who is taking care of a sick child, and he's like 30ish, and she's like teens. And there's a guy camping with camo on my ex. He's in the corner. So there's a doctor taking care of a terminally ill kid. She's a teen, and he's super into idols, and so is she. And they're both into the one idol, and
right.
I ends up getting pregnant, but goes and has the baby. I just killed myself.
Secret, right?
Yeah, so she goes and has the baby in this small town where the doctor is taking care of the young terminally ill girl because she doesn't want people like in the main city to see that she's pregnant or obviously know she had a kid and all that because the whole idol culture,
Triple kill.
like
I love that.
virgin,
Oh yeah.
that whole thing. And the father ends up murdering the doctor and having the idol murdered. And at the same time as the doctor's dying, the terminally ill girl is dying. So they're both reincarnated as Ai's twins, and then the father has her killed later, like obviously when they're infants.
Right.
So then that's the whole premise is they both were big fans of hers as adults, and then and so they want revenge on the guy that did it, but they need to figure out who the father is because everything was kept secret since she was an idol. So that's kind of like the whole plot. But then it's a little bit of I wouldn't call it a total bait and switch, but kind of, because that's like the first episode is the hook. You're like, okay, like it's a revenge story. And what it actually is a very slow paced revenge story, but a lot of it's more of a commentary on like the idol industry. So that's why you see, like, if you ever see just clips, you'll see a lot of like the one girl singing who's reincarnated. He's doing a play, and all this is with the goal of trying to get connections in the industry to figure out who the father was. But obviously it's been, I think they're supposed to be 16 or whatever. So it's been, 13, 14 years since she got murdered. So he's having a hard time finding connections and finding out who's who, and they don't have access to who the dad was and all that. But yeah, so that's why you're seeing the fantasy pictures is he's doing a play,
Right. Okay.
as part of this path to like a slow revenge.
To find it, yeah.
It's okay, I would say. I actually kind of stopped reading the manga because I don't know. It's not like it was bad. I just was like, okay, I've had enough of kind of drama, and there's a lot of weird relationship stuff, and then the fan base is really wanting them to be incestuous because the terminally ill girl had a crush on the doctor because she was like 15 and he was nice to her obviously, and she was dying and all that.
Yeah.
But he was like 30 and she was like, I think she was 15. I might be a little bit off with the ages because it's been so long. But either way, they're reborn as biological twins. So, That's kind of what you and I were talking about the other day with this anime shit, where it's always fucking Oni-san and all that weird sister and brother shit that I can't stand. Like one of the most common and also most annoying anime tropes. But this one is actually incest. It's not like debatable. But all the shippers do the thing where they're like, "Oh, well, their souls are not fucking related," and it's like, okay, like we're setting the bar for incest at souls now. Give me a fucking break. Overall, I think the first episode was like one of the highest rated, like, anime episodes or whatever. But
Oh yeah, it definitely was highly touted.
I think it was not. I mean, it wasn't a total bait and switch. It just wasn't really representative of kind of the entirety of the show.
I forgot what Melee is.
I mean, for me, it's B, but I don't know what your buttons are.
B, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like it keeps changing.
Oh, was it your bumper?
Yeah. I finally got the sword and I died as soon as I spawned.
I saw there was a fucking show coming out called What If My Wife Became an Elementary School Student or something. But I think the actual premise is a lot more interesting than the title and not like gross. Or maybe it's what if my wife was an elementary school student, and that's why people were like freaking the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
But I think the actual premise is that a teacher, his wife dies, and his wife is reincarnated as one of his elementary school students, and he doesn't know, and she's trying to help him like kind of get over her death. Is what it sounds like the premise is. I don't know. But everybody's like, oh my God, this is disgusting and degenerate and whatever. That guy was camping with rockets.
I really struggled. I was like 12. I had 12 when everybody else had single digits, and I just never got a kill after that. But there is a new rom-com that's coming out that I think I'll enjoy. I've been it's the Russian shit.
Oh yeah. The what is it? The girl that I like speaks her feelings in Russian or something.
Yeah, something like that. And he can understand it is what it is. So it's like she says stuff about him or about certain things and he understands it and she has no idea. at least that's how the start of it is. I'm sure she'll figure it out.
Yeah, I saw it was super popular. But I don't know anything about it. Just it pops up in my feed all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I see it in the feed. And it seems like it's like highly anticipated, so I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else is coming out this season. Let's see.
There's actually quite a bit. I haven't looked.
There's that one called A Condition Called Love. It's okay. It's not my favorite as far as rom-coms. It's got actually the guy that voices Shigaraki is the main guy.
All right, summer 2024. So you got Tower of God season 2, Oshinoko season 2.
I'm looking forward to Tower of God.
Fairy
Definitely.
Tale. There's this Nier Automata part 2 that I forgot to watch season 1. But it got delayed. I think that's why.
Yeah, I heard that the studio was having a bunch of issues with that one, like the animation.
Well, yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because it seems like it was popular. All my X is a sword.
Well, the sword killed me.
But yeah, there's I feel like this season there was stuff coming out, but I just haven't been super invested. Like there was that cheat skill level 2 show, which was very like meh. I mean, it was fine. Our teammates killing us.
No, he shot our own teammate, which blew him up.
Oh,
Goodness.
But yeah, like there's the one that I think I'm a little bit bummed about, and I kind of feel bad for the fans, is that Unnamed Memories show.
Yeah.
Because it's based on light novels. And I looked, and there's only 6, and it's done. But
Oh wow.
the show jumps around so much that I'm like, they must have cut a ton. Like you can tell just watching, because between episodes, you'll be like, did I fucking miss an episode? So that one, the premise is this guy got cursed by a witch, and in this world there's witches, but they all just kind of like live in isolation, and they're like super powerful, but they're kind of like a little bit crazy and like spontaneous too. So he goes to one of the witches to have her remove this curse from another witch that sterilized him, and because he's like royalty, and he asked her to marry him because she could probably have his kid. So it's like a fantasy what do you call it, a rom com? There's like a romance set up there, and she's like, no, but I'll come live with you, for a year under contract to cure to get rid of the curse, because that's how her tower was set up. That if you get to the top, she'll grant a wish. So that's why he was there. And I actually liked it. Like the world is cool and the characters and stuff, but damn, these guys are spawning with fuel rods like it's their fucking job.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing. What?
Oh, what's up, Tyler? I'm watching this from the beginning at 2 times. I'll see you in half an hour. Well, I guess when you catch up, I saw that you commented on my boys video. I was wondering what you thought. Because
I think you're an anti-Semite too.
Well, I'm more interested because he comments on all my stuff, and he's the one that requested I watch Avatar, actually, which I'm gonna binge that tomorrow so I can get that done before.
Third season?
Yeah, before I go back to work. And
so each season, if I remember correctly, is the elements, right? Like the first is water.
Yeah.
What's the second?
Earth.
And then third is
fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the one that requested that. He comments on all my stuff, but he commented on my boys video that he was left wing, or he just said left. I don't know what he meant specifically, but just that he felt like the show had kind of gotten so overt that it hadn't been as good either. But I'm just curious what he thinks, since I'm probably more, I guess, center right. I don't know what people will call me. It depends on the issue, I suppose. Of course, if in the comment section, I'm fucking David Duke. So yeah, I'll be curious to see what he says when he catches up. That was lucky.
I'm doing awful. When we go back to Combat Evolved, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting ass blasted. So I figured no one was having a good game. But
no, we're good. Oh my god, from where?
But I'm mainly curious because I actively avoid like political shit, obviously. But I have had a couple of videos that were much more. I mean, I talked about it a lot more just because of the nature of the shows. Like the boys, I mean, that's like the show is heavily political. So, despite what everyone wants to say in the comments, I mean, I would say my mainly like political videos have been Civil War, this boys video, and then my Lady Ballers video, because that Daily Wire movie, obviously. My God, this guy and I are having a fucking no scope off, and both of us suck. We both just emptied clips.
Is it which one did they nerf the pistol? Was that Halo 2?
Yes. 3 is a little better, but Halo 1 is like.
Yeah, I can see because of the recoil, it is so bad.
Ah, okay.
And well, I mean, and the damage, but like I keep getting the pistol and I do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to use.
And I remember they fixed it in either 4 or 5. And I kind of got it back to normal.
Hmm. Uh,
Not the Combat Evolved version, but you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like they made it
yeah.
manageable.
I want to say 4 is when it became like a decent weapon again. But yeah, Tyler, let me know what you think because I don't do political stuff very often, so I'm curious what your opinion is. I felt kind of obligated to make a couple of happy videos this morning, so I put 2 videos on a Japanese movie out and a Korean show.
Yeah, I'm looking at next season, and it's all brand new stuff. Not stuff I would like to try, but I don't die from COVID first. But wait, this one says it's a season 2. I didn't even know what this existed. Oh, back out real quick because I think I have more options now.
Okay. Oh shit, we might be stuck already. Yeah.
Oh, we're already in. Don't worry about it.
Have you ever heard of the manga City Hunter?
It sounds familiar.
So that's the video I did this morning. It's just a short video about the movie that Netflix just came out with. It's a live action. It's a live action one based on the manga from the 80s. But when I was reading about it, I guess it had like an anime in the 90s. It had like a Jackie Chan movie at some point. There might have been like a French version of the movie. So it's pretty popular. I don't know if you'd heard of it.
Uh, it sounds familiar. I just don't know that I.
Because I looked it up because I hadn't heard of it. And you can tell the art, like as soon as you look at it, is like super dated compared to like newer manga, obviously. You know, it came out fucking 40 years ago at this point. But the movie was super fun. Like if you're just sitting around sick, which is what it sounds like, it's a really just over the top stylized action goofy comedy. Like the main guy's a pervert and they kept that throughout. Like there's a bunch of stuff with him having like a porn stash and you know all that. And then it does like the typical manga thing where the first 15 minutes, you know, they had to kill somebody so that you get the story going. And it's just fun. I mean, it's crazy over the top. But like, the movie starts off with him on a rooftop looking at chicks in bikinis and singing about how hot they are. And he has some word that he uses. I had to look it up. I think it's mamorki or makamoru or makamori. Some kind of like onomatopoeia. And it's supposed to be essentially like the sound of him getting a boner is what it sounds like. But that's a pretty Japanese joke that I wouldn't have gotten without Googling it. But it's super goofy though. Super fun. So if you're just sitting around sick, I'd check it out. I mean, the manga probably wouldn't even be bad to read. It sounds like, I mean, it's a classic from what I could gather. Because it was in Shonen Jump back in the 80s or early 90s.
Right.
So I imagine if you got your shit published back then, that was a huge deal. I would guess. I mean, I'm sure there's way more publishers now and obviously more competition too. And people love this.
Is this the one where the needler is like overpowered?
The needler is really good in this one. And then there's also the needle rifle, which is like.
I think I have the needle rifle.
Yeah, so that one, I think you have to get maybe.
Singles?
Yeah. So that one, I think you have to get 3 shots, I want to say, for them to blow up. It could be, I could be misremembering though, so don't stop shooting.
Yeah, because I hit him a few times. I don't know if I have the regular one but it's not like shooting like I'm used to it.
If it's single shot, it's definitely the needle rifle, which I think was only in this game, which is kind of a bummer because, you know, it's a pretty sweet weapon.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
It's not like the Covenant equivalent of the DMR or whatever.
Right.
And
Oh no.
and this one, I think this was the first one with the DMR. It must have been because I don't ever remember the DMR in Halo 3. And 2 had the battle rifle, which everyone loved. Damn it. Fucking Spartan laser. Oh, okay. Gonzalez says what I was trying to say was the Japanese version of like Schwing. So, yeah, like they get in a boner sound effect. That's funny. I have a decent amount of people in chat that are like either from Japan or live there that know this shit that I don't know, which is nice. It also helps me justify the name Filthy Casual. I don't have to pretend to be an expert. Like, I feel like if you name yourself like the anime guy, then you should just know that stuff. But people a couple streams ago were talking about like the different parts of Japan they had been to and stuff. You'd probably know more about it than I would, obviously. Like you definitely would have had more to say. Okay, so the needle rifle, it is more shots, but it fires a lot faster. Yeah. So I forgot the DMR has like the ballooning reticle or whatever you want to call it. Or
I didn't hear you because I got a bunch of fucking grenades.
Oh, I said the DMR has like reticle bloom.
Oh yeah.
And the needle rifle doesn't have that, so you can just like kind of rapid fire.
Got him. No scoped.
How did I just fucking whiff on a melee?
Well, I've whiffed on plenty, so
well,
I'm gonna.
I mean, usually it's just because I suck, but that one was more of like the animation of that particular gun made me have like a weird swing. It was the spiker instead of like just the regular punch. He does like an arm flail or something almost.
Oh,
that dude with that stupid beam rifle's getting on my nerves.
How? Holy crap! I got an achievement.
Oh, you did?
I don't know what it was. It just popped up on my phone.
Oh, well, you never play this, do you?
Boom, bitch.
You never play Reach co-op, right?
No,
I mean multiplayer.
Yeah, no, I don't think I had.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if you got quite a few achievements. Just dicking around.
Oh, melee is my back button. Nice.
You just figured it out.
Well, no, I have paddles, so I figured out which one it was because I was trying to use it.
And then the other video that I made this morning was for the show My Demon, which is
Yeah, I saw that one. I need to watch that one because I've actually heard other things, not just from you.
Well, it's the weirdest thing to get used to because you saw Sweet Home, right? At least the first season.
Halfway through the first season.
Yeah, so the main guy in that is the main love interest in My Demon, and he's like a pretty boy. So
wait, who's the main guy? Is not the one. Oh yeah, now I remember who it was. I was trying because what's his name from the other show?
The Glory.
The Glory is also in there.
Yeah, so the guy from The Glory is not the. I mean, he's
not the main guy. Yeah.
He's in it a ton, but he's not the main guy.
Right.
Man, I got fucking destroyed that game.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so the guy from The Glory is in Sweet Home, but it's not him. It's the main guy who's like really, he's really depressed and, kind of like greasy looking, and he has bad posture. Yeah,
and his family wasn't happy with him or some shit, right?
Yeah, his family was pissed off at him, and then they died. So then he was by himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he's got like the long, shaggy hair, and he looks just kind of like,
now I remember. Yeah. I like I said, is probably when I go home. I'm going home for 4th of July. I'll have like nothing to do, and it's when I last like when I binged The Glory, and there was one other one I watched.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was.
the glory is
Oh,
great.
Hellhound. I think it was Hellhound. Was that what it was called? Or
Um,
Hellbound? Maybe it was Hellbound.
oh yeah, Hellbound. Yeah, yeah. The Koreans make a lot of good shit.
Well, it's like Hellbound was really good, except for I thought the ending kind of fell flat. Oh, but you backed out, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me check. I'm gonna leave the party real quick. I'm gonna make sure everything's downloaded for multiplayer, but I think it is.
Okay.
Social games.
You can keep talking for a minute.
Okay.
Keep talking for a minute and plug your channel. I have to go refill my water.
Plug my
There's a few people
channel.
in chat just hanging out. They don't have much to say though. I guess they're not digging the anime talk.
Well, no, J.M. Gonzalez is obviously listening. All right, these two are stuck at 0%. I wonder why. Oh yeah, I figured that that's what I do whenever I pull up his stream is I'm doing my own thing and just listening in. That's what everybody does. And besides, we are clearly he and I are not gamers, as you can see from our statistics here. I'm gonna back out of the full game real quick while he's doing that. See if I can get it to download. I have no idea why I didn't install the full.
All right, I'm back.
I restarted the thing because for some reason the Halo 3 and 4 got stuck. You like wouldn't download them.
Okay, so you have Halo Reach 1, 2, and Anniversary.
Yeah, I've got 1 and 2. Let me see if it starts. Selection.
What are you playing, Gonzalez? Oh, he says that he chimes in when there's Hollywood and writing talk, and he's a writer in LA still trying to break into Hollywood. That's tough, man. Especially with the writing strikes and everything, too.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to Nerdrotic, and he was saying that overall they're going from like 600 shows produced last year to like 300 this year. So,
That's a huge reduction.
yep. Well, they wanted more money and benefits and stuff, and then everything's getting more expensive to make, and they're making less money on streaming services. So, what were you saying? You have 1, 2 in Reach.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Halo 3 is almost done.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they got stuck.
Oh, he said he's playing the old NCAA football game.
Yeah. You excited for the new one?
Me or him?
Both of you. Because it sounds like it's not a rehash of Madden, which is what I was concerned of.
Yeah, I just hope that it works, like on release. Which I know, like the bar for fucking big game companies right now is super low.
Oh my goodness, there's gonna be so many issues. I can see it now.
Yeah, like I wonder if if the online play works the day it comes out. I think it'll be I think it'll be awesome.
All right, so there went Halo 3. Let's see about Halo 4. It's pending. All right, good. It started. So yeah, okay. Just do everything except for Halo 4 because it's probably gonna take a game for it to finish
That's
completely.
fine. Halo
All right,
4's
let me get back.
Oh shit, you're not in my party. Whoops.
Yeah, I had to
Um
leave. That's why it was like bugged for some reason because we were in a party.
how come you hate modern Madden? I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't bought a Madden game in about 12 years.
But he's right. If it's just a Madden rehash, it's gonna fall flat. Nobody likes Madden.
Did they change something that made the gameplay worse, or are people just tired of how repetitive it is?
No, because I think. Well, I never really played Madden, so I just know that everybody hates it in comparison to how the NCAA. Maybe it was because like how the speed of it was or something. I can't remember the full complaints, but there was a lot of bugs in every Madden, and they like refused to fix them.
I did not realize that. I guess because I haven't played in so long, it just didn't affect me.
Well, I was gonna say I hadn't played since what Ray Lewis was on the cover.
Jesus.
Let me see if I can join you. Oh, yeah, I need an invite. There it
Um,
is.
yeah, I mean, I guess I just assumed Madden was just one of those staples of like sports games. So overall, it just had good favorability.
I mean, people play it obviously, otherwise they wouldn't keep making it. But it's one of those that type. I liked how the dynasty mode was in NCAA, and I think a ton of people did. Like where you go to some stupid small school and you build them into a powerhouse, and it takes time. Like you don't just go in and if you play it right, if you know what I mean, you don't put it on like the easiest mode where you can just plow through everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
But then they also added in like that Heisman where you're a player and now they said they did get rid of that for the new one. Um, yeah, microtransactions is a big one with
Oh,
and
okay.
and I guarantee you though the new one's going to be the same. They're going to have that ultimate team football or whatever it's called
I
for
was
college.
I was gonna say what would the microtransactions for a game like Madden even be?
It's those packs where you build like it's for online stuff. Like because FIFA is huge with it. Soccer game.
Yeah, yeah. So you create
You
your own
build your
team.
ultimate team. Yeah, you buy
Oh,
these packs
okay.
to get certain, and then they vary through eras. So like you could get OJ Simpson when he's at USC and all that shit.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. I never even thought about that for microtransactions. I guess that shows how out of like touch I am with current gaming. Because that's one of the things that I can live with microtransactions for like shallow stuff that doesn't affect the game. But
Right.
it drives me crazy when you start getting into stuff that affects gameplay. Like the worst one that I remember people bitching about was Battlefront 2, Star Wars, because apparently they
Oh
had
yeah.
like all the heroes were locked, and you had to either spend like 200 hours to get Darth Vader, or $20 after you already paid for the game, like that type of thing.
All right. My buttons changed again. I thought I had it set to like where it would be this for all the games, but I guess not.
There is a way to do it, but I don't remember if it's in like the main menu or something.
I bet you I set it just for like one game instead of all games.
That's what it seems like. I did not realize Madden did that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why everybody started hating it.
So, because the online shit people take pretty fucking serious, right?
Yeah. Like there's a whole tournament. I have 0 kills right now, and I might almost jumped off the map.
Well, the other team had a guy start -1, so um,
Ah, I think I got a kill.
so the online stuff they do rankings, right?
Yeah.
So were people
They have a
essentially?
huge tournament. Like at the end, like it's a season. Like they have a season and a tournament, and
That's cool. So were people buying these like super
but
teams
no, no,
and
no. Hold
then?
on, sorry. That the season I think is done differently than like because it's based on. I'd have to look into it. It's not based on the transactions. Oh my god, that's grenade. What is reload? There it is. Okay, so my what's melee? So in this one my settings are normal.
So were people doing
I'm
this?
stuck.
Were people buying these like powerhouse super teams and then playing these ranked games and winning? Is that like the issue, or is
No,
it?
no, that's what I'm saying. That was separate. So the microtransactions has its own thing where it's an online thing, but the tournaments and stuff are based on I think just I really don't know exactly because I see that people like or play like as the Tennessee Titans or something, but they don't have all the like. It's not like your Tennessee Titans type. They try to normalize the what do you want to say it the skill gap. So it's like you're not playing as Kansas City Chiefs against the whatever the worst team is.
Yeah,
Because people can pick whatever their favorite team is, but it normalizes the stats so that it's not
I see.
unfair.
Because I guess I'm just confused because if they sell like these super teams or whatever, but it doesn't affect anything except social games, I don't know what like the problem would necessarily be. I guess. Let's see. He says we need competition again. When Visual Concepts and 2K was allowed to make NFL games, they kept EA honest. Oh, so EA is exclusive now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, 2K is starting to get some more stuff again, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, EA, they are like the fucking locust of the gaming injury. They really gaming
Oh,
industry.
100%.
Like they just go from one franchise to another, milk it fucking dry, and then leave the husk behind for the fans. I mean, from what I've seen, that's what really pissed off a lot of people with BioWare is is when EA took over and then they started making them rush their games out, and then people were pissed off at the end of Mass Effect 3. And then I don't know if they made them more like fuck up one of the Dragon Age games also. So yeah, EA. I mean, I guess they have a good business model of just buy the best competition and then ruin them. But
Did my teammate kill me? How did he kill me from there?
I was thinking the
Huh.
same thing. These guys are pretty fucking good. I mean, I'm
Well, I
sucking.
was looking at my teammate and I just died. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm sucking right now in general, but these guys are like
Oh, that's like, yeah.
actually good.
Yeah, we got pooped on. Nobody
Yeah,
even had double digit kills on our team.
yeah, we got fucking sodomized. They were
Oh
good.
shit. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh, Tyler's 10 minutes away from catching up. Yeah, I mean, I'll read your chats once you.
Okay. I think my Halo 4 is done too. So. Not that it matters. I don't care if we don't want to play that.
Yeah, I'll leave that one out because Halo 4 is way different, and I'm playing bad enough. Okay, so about the Madden thing, Gonzalez is saying he believes, but he's not sure that there's a different type of multiplayer, and one of them is based on teams you build. Oh, okay, through unlocking packs. So then people are outright buying players. See, that's the kind of shit that I hate, that I think ruins games.
Yeah, that's the ultimate team shit. And there is you're right. He's right. I think there is like a specialized tournament league that's for that. The one that I see that's famous, I don't think is using that because that's too uh one-sided. Like, I mean, if you have the money, you just keep buying packs till you get the best players.
Well, I would say that, and then if you do it like being that serious, you would just spend the money until.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you'd have the perfect
If
team.
you're in that type of exactly, but the tournaments I see, I don't think that's how they're done. But I say that, and now that I think about it, it may be that the Madden tournaments. I need to look into that because I feel like I saw players that were on teams that they shouldn't have been on,
Yeah, and
like good players.
And it could be both. I mean, it could be that they do both of those tournaments. You know, like that there is the tournament that's the custom teams, and then the tournament that you're talking about. Because I've definitely seen the one that you're talking about. That's like where the guys are playing like in person.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, and that one is definitely. This is Shotgun Slayer. This is crazy.
Am I red or blue? I don't even know how.
We're red. The back button.
I didn't jump.
I've never.
I pushed the button and it just didn't react.
I've never played Shotgun Slayer before, which is crazy. I've been playing Combat Evolved, I think, for 20 years at this point. Man.
I am getting shit on.
Who has grenades in Slayer? Or, I mean, SWAT or whatever. So I said Shotgun Slayer. I meant Shotgun SWAT.
Oh, this is SWAT? Okay, that's why I'm dying
in
one shot. Okay.
Yeah, I kept saying Slayer. I meant SWAT. We just double teamed that guy. This is just like chaos. I can't even tell if there's actual skill.
Look at all these dead bodies, man. Oh no.
Yeah,
I had a double kill in front of me, and I hit both of them instead of one of them.
Everybody's just like, oh, let's hang out at the bottom of the map and just shoot each other in the face. There's an invisible guy by me, and on my X, there's a guy who's not invisible.
I see our guy invisible.
Oh shit, man! The spawns are brutal in this fucking mode.
Yeah, they are. Oh.
This guy's above me, bastard.
Get shit on.
Oh, they have an AFK guy, and I got killed before I could kill him.
I forgot what reload is.
It's right bumper for me, but I don't know if you're
right
messing.
Bumper, okay.
I don't know if you're messing with your shit still, because you've got like retard settings on. It sounds like. Damn it!
Oh, it's X. Okay, all right. What? Oh, did I fall to my death?
I was gonna say with no shields, I could definitely see that on this map.
Yeah. This is chaos, and I love it.
Yeah, this is sweet. Especially with the Halo 1 shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Halo 1 shotgun pistol was like the fucking combo that everyone wanted. Because the pistol, even if someone had a sniper from far away, if you were good, you could still get them. Damn.
I love it. Triple kill.
I wonder how much money that guy got for this, for the voice.
Oh, he had to have a...
Or if he was just some guy... No, we won. Or if he was just some guy that worked there and they were like, hey, you have a good voice.
You have a sexy voice.
Let's see. All right, so looks like Tyler's catching up. He's the one that I asked earlier. He was saying if you're going to do it, make sure the audience knows beforehand. If you're going to market your show as political satire or something specifically for politics, then go for it. But if you're marketing your show as a corrupt corporate subhero show or superhero show or a show about an alien in a blue box or a series about a Jedi, then just stick to what you're marketing. And then he says that's why he likes anime so much. Like Arcane seems to be able to get away with a lot of inclusivity without patting themselves in the back for it or looking at the camera and saying, is this what you want? Yeah, and I think that's all fair too. Is like, what are you marketing it as? And I think even if you don't market it as fully political, but you do honestly go after both sides, I think most people will be understanding. My complaint with the boys was much more that they seem to have like a visceral hatred for one side, and then they're hiding behind the label satire. And then Gonzalez says cross map snipe with the handgun. Those were the days. Yeah, that really was awesome. Back with the huge ass original Xbox controller.
Oh, here we go.
This map is also like super hectic.
Yeah, I played with this once before.
And the spawns are brutal on this one too. And I'll be honest,
He died.
I don't know if I actually remember where the flag is.
I don't even know where the flag is.
Their flag is at this blue diamond. Oh, we got lucky. I grabbed the flag and then punched the guy in the face, and I think you killed him or somebody grenaded him.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now I see it.
You know, as much as like if you're being serious about like these games, I mean, we're just hanging out and playing. As much as it's frustrating, like to just get spawn killed, there is something that is very nostalgic about just kind of the chaos of the old games.
The old games. Well, that was what was like so crazy about the old Call of Duty games that I played is that the spawns like you knew where they were coming, so you would just start shooting or grenading or whatever, and you would just rack them up.
Yeah, that's I mean that was I think Halo and all that like COD and all that are what started the spawn camping shit, right?
Yeah, had to have been. I remember Modern Warfare so bad.
Well, yeah, because it was bad enough to where when you started the level off, you could look a certain direction, and just start
and shoot a grenade.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Start launching. There was nothing you could grenades.
Yeah, there was nothing you could do about it. Is that our guy? I guess not.
We're blue.
I started shooting at invisible. No, I know he was invisible, and I don't know why I didn't think he didn't have anything above his head, so I should have just been shooting him. I was just following him.
Huh. Gonzalez says that he's friends with Seamus Blackley, who created the original Xbox. That's wild.
Oh, wow.
I bet he's just sitting in a big fat fucking mansion right now. I would think. I mean,
playing on the OG Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, refusing to buy the 360.
That's what I would be doing. That's what I would be doing.
I'm not buying any of the upgrades. Playing my version only. Damn, they scored. Damn, they're fucking.
Give me that flag, bitch. I returned it.
Yeah, I saw you die, and then I shot that guy for you. Vengeance. Yeah, the thing with Halo 1 also is like, for multiplayer at least, you could literally only be good with the pistol and just dominate. He said no, he's not just sitting around in a mansion, but he has a pretty sweet life.
Oh shit, I could have spawn killed him.
When you say creator, did he like design it or did he help like with the hardware or what? Because I don't even know how that would work as far as like patents and like.
That's exactly why people can. Tyler was talking about South Park. Sorry,
I was trying to skim what his said too, but I'm also getting shot in the fucking face.
He's saying it goes. They go after both sides, and they do. They don't care who it is.
Oh, South Park,
it makes no difference. Yeah, and that's why everybody can like it.
Well, I appreciate that you don't think I'm an anti-Semite. Yeah, that comment I think
Drop
surprised
the
me more than
flag.
anything, and the fact that there was like multiple of them. I was like, did I say something that could be just misconstrued? But I don't know. I feel like I was pretty specific in what I was saying. Oh, okay, so Gonzalez is saying that he works on hologram tech right now. Good lord. So he's a total fucking nerd then, huh? Damn it. There was two of them. We got double teamed. Um,
Oh, damn it.
and he creates bread from actual ancient ingredients. Okay, so he designed it and oversaw its build. That's crazy. Oh, but I guess if he was working for Microsoft, then he wouldn't have any rights to the patents either, would he? That kind of sucks. I mean, it's fair because, they're funding it, but kind of sucks, that you don't get the longevity that they get from it financially. Um, yeah, in South Park, I got kind of sidetracked trying to actually get a fucking kill. South Park, I think part of what makes South Park great is that it goes after everyone, but it also goes after people apolitically. Like, I feel like The Boys, or like maybe a more extreme example of The Boys, would be like those late night talk shows with like John Oliver or Trevor Noah or whoever. Like those are much more like 100% politics, and
Oof,
I think they kind of do the same thing where they like quote unquote make fun of both sides, but it's just not. I think they have an actual disdain for the half the people they're making fun of, and I think that comes through when you're trying to do satire or comedy. Like if you say, "Oh, Biden's so old, haha, he shits his pants," like yeah, that's making fun of him, and then when you turn around and say Trump wants to be Hitler and everyone who supports him is a fascist, it's not like level criticism or satire that they're doing. It's I just feel like you can feel sort of the vitriol bleed through. And I think that's what makes South Park awesome. Is that they'll make like Kanye West with the whole fish sticks thing, or like they'll make fun of Mormons and Scientology and Christians or whoever. Like they just don't give a shit.
I am in a blender. I'm getting spawn killed so bad.
Yeah, are you spawning up top? Because that makes it better or worse depending.
Oh, where do we score the flag over here?
I think it's straight ahead. Did they
Oh,
get
I
you?
dropped it.
Oh my god, they got
Yeah,
me too. Fucking, it's like on our
it's sitting
flag.
here right on our flag.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh, we scored.
god.
We scored. We got lucky. Um, they're above us. People love to label people when they have
We're
the
down 2-1.
comfort of being anonymous. Yeah, I know. I know that's just part of the internet. And part of me is like, man, I really hope these are all just like 15-year-old kids. Like, I hope they're not adults spending their time this way.
Really? How did he not die? Wow.
Huh.
Got pooped on.
Whoops.
Guys,
Sorry, teammate.
2-shot kill.
Um. Huh. So he's saying that he brought the design to Xbox. They didn't come up with it. That's wild. I would think he'd have more. He'd just be able to live off that fucking money if he brought it to him. But maybe he didn't really have the leverage to negotiate for that kind of deal. Or he took like a one lump sum payment.
I didn't kill that guy, even though I beat him down from behind.
Ah. They're up top. They're all by the teleporter up top. Pricks. Damn. That was a bad spawn, but I made it work. I betrayed somebody? Oh my god. And I killed myself. Holy fuck. I'm embarrassed that I'm live streaming this now.
Where's the flag? I'm still lost on this map sometimes.
Oh shit, they're about to score then. They beat us.
Oh,
Oh no,
and he just
it's to 5. Okay.
okay. I just got pooped on.
See, I think this team is doing a good job of getting up top a lot and then just raping us. They just scored again too. You know, I was never a big South Park fan, but I do appreciate that they have lasted for like 30 years. And it seems like there's been no drop in quality either, from what I can tell. Like people still love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, we're getting our ass whooped. I think I might go see that Bike Riders movie today.
After the game.
Yeah, I was debating trying to just find it online, but I still cannot find it anywhere. I guess it's just not a very big release. I mean, I know the marketing for it wasn't a ton. Like there hasn't been really shit for commercials. I didn't even hear about it until like
I
a
only
month
heard
ago.
about it through you.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until maybe a month ago. But I just thought that oh shit, OBS disconnected. I just thought that with a movie with Tom Hardy and Austin Butler in it, you know, it would still be decently out there. But it just seems like
I'm teabagging now.
Gotta resort to the tea bags.
Well, he was teabagging because they're beating us 4 or 5 to 1.
Yeah, it's 4-1. I think it only goes to 5.
Yeah, and they intentionally didn't score.
Oh, did they? Okay, well, fuck them then. I didn't see that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he had the flag right by his base, and he just let it. He was wanting the clock to run out. Yeah, he's still teabagging. I killed him.
Man, I can't believe I took the time to have all the achievements for this game. Because there's like 600 or something. I still never finished all of them for Infinite.
Yeah, but I don't know the way they did Infinite. I know what they were trying to do, but it just it didn't feel like Halo with the open world aspect.
Yeah, they really. I think 343. One of their biggest failings is that they seem like they're afraid to take any kind of risk, and by doing that, everything they do just feels like generic and insecure. How does the member chat work? Do you just get one of those each stream? Do you know?
No. Each month.
Oh, each month. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Tyler just sent one that says, "I'm glad you're soldiering through the copyright bullshit and the raging YouTube commenters. Like and subscribe and all that shit."
That's your
my sign off.
Yeah. Your signature quote. That and Filater.
Well, Filaters, I know I can get away with. I don't know what I can get away with on YouTube, like language wise. I mean, I know people like Ryan Cannell say cocksucker, so I'm sure you can say it. I just don't know if that stuff actually hurts your shit or not. Because you know they have that like transcripts for everything. So if it picks up shit like that, it just is like, oh fuck you.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I mean, there's certain things you can't say clearly, but I hear some streamers, they just, especially, it depends on how, like, you're uploading these. Okay, I just got betrayed by cornflakes.
He's probably mad he's on our
Oh
team
my,
again.
yeah, he's on our teams. I'm just gonna betray him. Fuck him. How do I figure out who's who? Is he Flake? Is he this FLK?
Yeah. I just got spawn killed by an invisible shotgun. Jesus.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I got cornflakes killed because I have beaten him once and then he died. Not from me, but I didn't get the betrayal.
Saboteur. Um. Oh, what I was saying
How many?
about three four
Yeah, what?
three was 343 has just felt like they're afraid to try to do anything innovative, so everything just feels like a shittier version of something else.
I'm gonna kill cornflakes. Fuck that bitch.
And and that's kind of how
I betrayed him. He was teabagging in front of me. I just walked up and beat him down.
that's how Infinite feels to me. Is like they were just so scared to make a new game that they were like, okay, we'll just try to make it feel like COD or Fortnite or whatever the fuck. And the campaign, because I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, I've heard that they originally were going to make, oh, he's behind me? That they were originally going to make, Jesus Christ, everything's exploding. Yeah, he said he has no idea how member comments work. The that originally Infinite was going to be a battle royale Fortnite style game, and then they had to like scrap the whole thing, and they turned that map into an open world thing. If that's what they really did, then they're losers for trying to do an open world game, and they're pussies for changing their minds. Yeah, yeah. And then chat's talking about how they lore break everything and they retcon shit, and they're not consistent or balanced at all with the original games. Yeah. See, and I think that there's always going to be an element of people just being like haters, just because of how people are.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, like that's always going to happen, and you always have the people who are like
just singing the song.
Oh, I was gonna say you always have people who are like, like the original was like the OG was better, just because and all that.
Look, he's teabagging. He's not scoring. He's just teabagging. Who killed him? Our own teammate went and killed him.
Our team is a disaster.
This is a disaster. He wouldn't score, so our teammate went over, betrayed him, and picked up the flag and scored.
Oh my god. But yeah, like 343, I think if they had any balls after Halo 4, Flakes is teabagging me now. If they had any balls, they would have continued with the Didact, like being the main villain in 5.
That's what I didn't understand.
Like you built him up for that whole game, gave him kind of a lame death at the end with a quick time event, and then just didn't bring him back. Tyler's asking what. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I forgot you had it up.
I'll let you go first, as I'm still.
For me,
it all depends because like there's different
goals.
Like the different genre. Like I like all types of genres, and there's specific ones like drama. I would have a specific type of criteria, fantasy, all that. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like each genre is gonna have a different. And the way I like anime is that it's such a diverse. What's the word I'm looking for? There is a word, but what I mean is essentially it can excel in any genre. It's not just limited. Like what I mean by that is like the live action stuff that you see of anime, like a lot of them are terrible because of the CGI involved.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm saying is that anime can go a lot further in storytelling and stuff like that because it's drawn and they use CGI now because they want to save money. But like, what I'm saying is it's hard to make live action adaptations of it. There's a few. Don't get me wrong. There's a few. Like I think you watched Kimi no Todoke, right? The live
Yeah.
action.
I watched a little bit of it, but it was fine.
No, what I meant is like there's not. It's a drama, so it's not hard to do. But when you get into the fantasy stuff, it's hard to replicate in live action, like Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings is your standard here. Not much else has lived up to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that fuck my live chat freezing. I think that I mean, like One Piece did a really good job. But I agree with you that mostly it's a failure for live action. But for me, I would say in general, it depends. Like for dramas and rom coms, the biggest thing is going to be like, can you make me attached to the characters?
Well, yeah.
And then if you get into more like isekai or like sci-fi, like Out of Noah Zero or something, I can kind of forgive less character stuff if the world is really cool and the stories are cool. You know, like you have a unique magic system. Like, I'm trying to think of like what's an interesting isekai with kind of like lame characters. What's the one?
The Death March or whatever.
Yeah, well, what's the one where he can't die? Like my overpowered, my S class overpowered ability can kill anything that I want or something.
Oh, the instant death one, right?
Yeah, the instant death one. Like that, the main character is kind of like a lump, but
Yeah,
it's a cool idea, and the world is cool. So, you know.
but it's not top tier. I wouldn't consider that a
Oh
quality.
no.
It's something to pass the time.
Yeah. No, if you're talking about top tier, it's going to have to
quality.
hit.
Well, he was asking like what makes a quality anime like that makes it very generic and can be boring.
Yeah.
I used to when I was in college, I would watch everything, and I mean everything. Like you see how many anime are in a season now? I would watch them all basically, except for maybe one or two. And it was just to pass the time because in college when we're up there in the apartments and nobody's there in the summer by myself, I have nothing to do.
Yeah, I would.
So
well, I would say for top tier, it would be the same thing I would apply to Western media. Like you have to hit good writing, you have to hit good characters, and you have to hit good storytelling. I mean, I think
there's definitely some that are close and then they just fall short. Like Alno Zero is a good example for me of that. It's not top tier, it's close, but then there's certain things that like I think they in some instances they try to go too far to explain the physics, like where he goes into this little boy is supposed to be a genius that knows all types of whatever. Like how old is he supposed to be? Like
I think 16, 15, yeah.
And he's like smarter than every other individual in the world. Knows all the advanced physics. Like he can apply any
Yeah, I think like if you want just examples, I would say you're looking at stuff like Attack on Titan, obviously Death Note. For me, I would put like Violet Evergarden in there. If you haven't seen
for top tier,
yeah. I mean, Violet Evergarden is much more of a character-driven story than like a world build. Like you're not getting a ton of world building. It's like a fake alternate reality that's very similar to ours. It's not like Attack on Titan where it's a different planet and that sort of thing. My top 5, that'd be really hard to say. Another one when you were asking about top tier, I would say 86. 86
Okay,
has
yeah.
awesome world building, awesome characters. The themes and the way they're handled, I think, is really done well. Which, ironically, one of them is racism. Which, obviously, that's something that we do. Everything in America has racism now, but it's handled poorly.
Well, I was gonna say Brotherhood is actually pretty good at
Oh yeah,
at
yeah.
doing the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
For
It
rom coms, I Kaguya-sama would be in there for me. But like when you talk about rom coms, though, obviously you're gonna look more at like how it handles relationships and humor and whatever than and like the development of the characters more than anything else. But for a top 5, that'd be really hard for me.
Well, I was gonna say top 5 is hard because, like I said before, there's so many genres that
Yeah,
anime can cover. It would have to be like top 5s of different types of genres. Like I couldn't, because like I always there's a drama.
bitch.
Yeah, well, you know which one I'm talking about.
I meant don't use
Can
my
you
name,
guess the
fucker.
name? Oh my god, Filthy Casual. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll edit that out. Bastard.
Whatever.
Um,
Filthy Casual has an anime he's supposed to watch, and
which one?
it's a drama. It's 24 episodes. You won't ever watch it because you said you had to be in a mood.
Which one?
That's what I'm saying. Think about it. I tell you, it's super depressing.
Oh, Clanad.
Yeah. So that would be like my number one drama, just because of the character building and all that involved. So like that would be number one drama.
Oh, he said Brotherhood is his number one. Yeah, Brotherhood is. There's a reason that it's so highly touted, and that's because it does everything well. And the fact that there's no fan service on top of it and stuff, I think is just kind of a bonus. Because, again, depending on what you want, fan service is one of those things that I think can really detract. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. And especially when it's super unnecessary and it's just there for that specific instance, just because it wanted to. There was no reason to add it in there. That really hurts the anime industry. In outside of Japan. In Japan, obviously, they don't give a shit, I guess. But in like Western stuff, society, people avoid it for that reason because that's all they think it is.
Yeah.
Any anime bitches.
I actually respect that they don't cater to it though, because I feel like they got rid of the fan service. The people who don't like anime, who bitch about that, aren't gonna fucking go start watching it. Like, it's just an excuse for them to shit on it and call it degenerate.
Was that game chat?
What? Oh.
You can't hear that?
Oh yeah, I can.
Because I can hear.
I need to fucking mute his ass.
Mute him. Yeah. Is it cornflakes?
Oh, there's no options
I don't know
yet.
who it is.
It's on mine it's the third one down, but I can't do anything until it shows up.
Let me see. See, I knew this guy was gonna start saying luckily he knows he doesn't know you're streaming. Like I can mute other players, but wait. No, I can't mute him.
I can't mute anyone right now.
I can mute one player. Oh, it's you. I can only mute you.
There we go. Now I should be able to.
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, it was not letting me do anything because we were like
that's our point, Tyler, is that it can really. I've watched anime for so many years now. I'm immune to it. Oh my god.
Hopefully he's not on our team, fucking bastard.
He's not. He's on the red team.
And I think fan service has a place.
Okay, he's coming through the whole thing.
Yeah, I definitely need to mute his fucking ass.
How do I mute him?
There we go.
I have to just. How did you do it?
I hit the back button,
Oh, here it is.
And then there's a mute button option.
I got it. Yeah. I had to hold it down. That was what the issue was. Okay,
See,
I muted him, and it muted the wrong guy. Now I think I got him.
I think fan service has a place in a market, but most of the time, it's just not needed. And
that's the point, is that it's not necessary, and that's what turns people off. Like, there was a show that's it's called Freezing, and that's all it is. It literally is. It's about fighting, and every time the women are involved in the fight, they somehow or another all their clothes get ripped off, and I'm just like, it's completely unnecessary. Like, they go out of their way to make sure a specific attack rips the clothes off.
That's hilarious.
Like, they could be assassinating them from behind, but somehow or another, I'm gonna tear off your clothes first and then kill you.
And I'll be honest, it doesn't bother me, but it is one of those things that, depending on the context, I'm kind of like, eh. I mean, I think it's just like anything. And the one thing I'll say in defense of anime, because even though I'm not a huge fan service guy, he said he's been watching anime for 30 years. Damn. One thing I'm not like, I would say to defend the fan service is that, if you watch a Hollywood show or a movie or just a whatever, a live action anything, they're going to cast someone who 90% of the time is very, very attractive. So like, if you cast Margot Robbie, you put her in shorts and a t-shirt, like, yeah, they're not going out of their way to make it sexual, but I mean, let's be fucking real here. Like, she's casted because she's hot.
Her and Anna de Armas.
Yeah.
Not that she's like a terrible actress or anything.
No, she's good. It's just like, it is what it is. I mean, Natalie Portman is the same thing.
And they put her in a specific situation to where she's like in a bikini or whatever, and it's not to further the story or whatever. They just wanted to have that's what anime does with the pool. It used to be, and I'm sure Tyler knows this. It used to be, and it still is to today, but it used to be much more before. As like, every anime has what they call a pool or beach episode. That's just how it is. Oops, I think I'm gonna die. Oh, there we go.
I would say they still do.
No, they do. But I meant, like, it was such a meme in the between like 2000 and even now. I would say now still, but it was a meme of how bad it was. Like, you were just waiting. It's only a 12 episode show. You're just waiting. Okay, around 6, 7, 8, they're gonna have a pool episode or a beach episode. You knew it. That's just how it worked.
Yep. And there's times where fan service is like, I get why they do it like early on to pull people in, and then they don't do it anymore. Like, Dress Up Darling is that way. I mean, it does have it throughout, but
okay,
it's a lot more. It's a lot more in the first couple episodes than as it goes on.
I don't know. I mean, I've only watched the first. I've only seen so maybe that it gets better, but it's clear that one has more instances, because from the when, like, I guess it comes from he's talking about I told you they always have the beach episode. But with My Dress Up Darling, because of how he has to fit her for every costume, it always involves that.
Yeah, it's kind of built in.
Well, I was just saying that even then, is like in the second half, she even jokes about it, about when he has to imagine her in one of the outfits, and she's like, okay, well, maybe I can't do that in public or whatever, but she'll send him a photo later, and he has he imagines it. Like, okay, we didn't have to see that. We know what he's thinking when his face blushes.
Yeah. I guess that one. Now I'm thinking about it, that one doesn't really let up. And that's that's a show. That's a show that I'll say that if the story wasn't so good, the fan service would probably be enough to make me be like, I think I'm good
Yeah,
here.
but I will say, isn't that one written by a woman?
Yep. That one is
Yeah,
Dangers in My Heart is.
he just blew himself up. But I don't think there was fan service in Dangers in My Heart. Was there? Maybe a beach episode or something like that.
It's pretty light because they're like in middle school. But the artist herself, like, on her Twitter, she puts out all kinds of shit. That's like much more.
I was gonna say there's the one I used to talk to you about, Fairy Tale. That one is the mangaka or whatever. He puts it out on Twitter all the time of just different fan service drawings. That I'm serious. I believe he draws his own, like, of these characters and just keeps them stored in his desk somewhere. That's how bad it is. Like, he makes it very risky.
That's hilarious. Oh shit! I'm gonna kill myself twice in this map.
Oh, Fire Force. Yeah, that's actually a really good example with Tamaki or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I've seen so many people say they stopped watching because of that.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't bother me that much. I thought it was excessive, but
well, I was gonna say is it's rather excessive with her because, like, they made the joke that whenever she's gonna show up, it's gonna be something fan service related. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like they what they call her ability, like something lucky.
Yeah,
get lucky or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Gonzalez is talking about screenwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and voyeurism and violence and how base desires of the audience that you need to be cognizant of as a writer, but it gets misused a lot. Yeah, I know, Tyler. Fire Force is definitely one that I've seen a lot of people bitch about.
They've gotten turned. Yeah, they basically have been turned away from it.
And I've seen a lot of people praise Jujutsu Kaisen for that, actually. And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan. Like, all that stuff I've seen get praised for not having it.
I'll tell you one that it's a zombie show, and they didn't. I mean, like, it says, like, Gonzalez was saying, is like it was definitely, or Tyler, that it was definitely targeted for an audience. But when I first watched it, it was just it was supposed to be like the hit zombie show was High School of the Dead.
Oh, is that the one with the sniper with the bullets? With the
yes,
the sniper bullet going through like around the boobs and stuff.
Yes, that's where we invented boob physics.
Yeah, that scene's fucking crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's completely unnecessary for that show, but whoever was creating it knew what they were doing.
Oh, we're playing SWAT again. This one's with pistols though, regular SWAT. Oh, I never get my top 5. I would have to really think about it. Like, and I would probably have to do by genre also. Attack on Titan would absolutely be in there. I'm not even sure if Attack on Titan is my favorite, but I do just think it's like the best.
I think it's the best overall anime, and how, like, storytelling, the character development and all that.
I mean, the world building, the reveals, just everything.
Exactly. But would I say that's actually like where I was like my favorite one? No, I don't think it's my
that's how
favorite
I am.
anime.
That's how I am too.
But I think overall, like, objectively, it is probably the best done.
Even though people shit all over the ending. Pussies.
Okay, well, I still haven't watched the final one, but I already know what happened, so I'm not really like care. I knew what happened before the final season started.
Yeah,
But
I think
I started to see clips more, and it makes more sense of like what was going on in his head. I mean, in Aaron's head.
yeah. Yeah, I think the thing that is interesting with that is I think if the ending had been the exact same except him and Mikasa ended up married, I think it wouldn't have gotten like 99% of the negative feedback.
Right.
Cuz like Mass
Everyone,
Effect had the same thing happen where depending on what you do, I mean most likely you die at the end and people threw a fucking fit. And I think that if you had just ended up with your romance interest or whatever, like if they had done like a 10-year flash forward, you have babies, I don't think it would have gotten any of that shit. Yeah, see, like Tyler said, he didn't like the last 2 seasons. It's interesting because I've heard a lot of people say that, but I feel like the last couple seasons have some of the best shit. Like part of me wants to do like a full series video on Attack on Titan, but then I'm like, fuck, it's just such a time commitment.
I was also gonna say though is that something that I noticed with anime, and I mean I think it deals with movies and everything in general in media, is that you have to have the right type of music. Like it can, and you can see it in like certain shows now, like that are like 12 episodes that have a low budget, so they don't have like a good composer or whatever. You know, like the guy who does Attack on Titan,
Sawano.
Hiroyuki Sawano.
Yeah.
That music goes a long way, and why I find that show so epic because he did everything right, kind of like in movies, and it really detracts from the show if you see there was one I was watching recently. I don't know what it was. Uh, well, like it just doesn't have any good music for like an epic scene, and it just falls flat. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think you see that sometimes too with music where the tone of the music doesn't even match what's going on in the show, and you're like, what? Like, whose
Yeah, that's what
decision
I'm
was
saying.
this? And a really good example of this recently actually was the Halo show. They released The Flood, and they play like a pop music, like something you would expect for they're the falling in love scene in a movie. That's the music they were playing, when The Flood got released in the Halo show. Yeah, Full Metal has good music too. I actually haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. I've heard the music's good.
Yeah, it. I watched the anime. I haven't read past where the anime ended, but I watched all the full thing. It was good. I would say the only parts I didn't like is in the Chimera Ant arc. It does like with the recaps and stuff. I know what they were doing, but man, it would really annoy me where the first like 5 minutes is just like pure recap.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, as far as music, kind of.
Music itself was top.
Yeah, I think as far as music setting the tone, Pokemon's probably the number one for that. It is funny though because every person our age knows the original Pokemon song.
Well, you know they brought it back for the ending of that one, right?
Oh, really?
The current where he wins.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they brought like the English version. They brought that song in.
Yeah, yeah. Tyler's saying I should watch Hunter x Hunter. You know, the reason I haven't is because I'm pretty sure it's like 160 episodes, and then also I heard that the author like either died or is just sick. Like,
No, he did. He recently restarted it, if I remember correctly.
oh,
But yeah, he
okay.
went on hiatus.
Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely went on hiatus and didn't look like he was going to finish it. I still don't know if he's going to finish it.
yeah. So I made me reluctant to.
And with where the anime leaves, it kind of like is annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, I actually, I don't know if I've said this in chat before, but I've actually not seen a lot of the classics like Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball
How did
Z.
I fall off the map?
All
Yeah,
but like And a big part of it is that they all have like 500 episodes. And so for me, it's like, okay, well, I could watch like 20 different shows or commit like a huge amount of time to this one show. So I actually, because I didn't get into anime until I was already an adult, so I missed a lot of that stuff.
Oh shit!
But as far as top 5, like one of my favorite series, and I actually just finished the books, is Mobuseka, or Trapped in a Dating Sim, and I would not call that anywhere near like an objectively good series. But I like the main character just cracks me up. The world is like kind of crazy, but I dig it. So I would have to like really sit down and do a top, like, to think about a top 5. 86 would probably be in there too. Those books, I think there's probably 1 or 2 left, and that whole series has been really good. Another really good one, and it's going to kind of depend on how it goes, is Apothecary Diaries. Is really fucking good. Like I love like the whole like female Sherlock thing mixed with a bit of like a rom-com setting in the backdrop. He's telling me to set up a Discord also.
I told you.
I'll have to see how difficult
I
it
said the
is.
same thing. The one you're in is something I created. It's not difficult.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's giving me a hard time because I haven't seen Naruto and Bleach and stuff now. Oh, One Piece, obviously, I haven't seen.
Well, I was just saying Naruto's a little different because that is that's a job to watch. I read the whole manga and everything, so I know all that. I couldn't finish the anime because it kept getting filler.
Oh, was the anime running ahead of the manga?
Yeah.
So they had to do original filler shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think the super long one, the super long running ones, it feels like always had that issue.
Oh, for sure. It's why Bleach stopped initially, is because they wanted to stop doing filler.
Oh, I had a killing spree. I don't know how that happened.
I did too. I just got a double kill. Let's go.
How much is required to mod a Discord group? I mean, I don't care if you want to, if you want to run it, by all means. Tyler was saying he mods a lot of them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not nothing difficult.
So I wasn't even sure what you had to mod, or is it just like
keeping spam bots out and stuff?
Yeah, keeping the sex bots out.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, the hearts and kisses and are you single? I'm in your area.
Hot single in my area.
Yeah. Which I'm sure.
You didn't get through Bleach, but you got through Naruto?
Well, I heard Bleach went like crazy with the power scaling. Naruto Kai's like 72 episodes. Oh, an hour and a half each episode. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
so it's like 72 movies.
I don't. I mean, I know what he's saying because like Naruto, it had some good storytelling and character building, but it's similar to Bleach. I mean, the power, it's like Dragon Ball Z and everything. They keep upgrading powers so they're stronger.
It's super easy. He couldn't connect with Ichigo or the characters. That's Ichigo's Bleach, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Because I usually just call him Bleach.
I think it's because of his hair, right?
The title, I actually don't even know.
Actually, there was supposed to be another name for it, and he changed it to that.
He said he's going to eat up a year's worth of requests on Naruto. That's your prerogative. If you want to spread it out like that, I don't mind. I mean, I know Naruto's like one of the staples. I mean, even now you go to Comic-Con, there's a million of those motherfuckers running around with their headbands on.
Oof.
And the only thing I ever really know about Naruto, and I kind of blame it for, is the stupid running arms that every anime does now.
Oh yeah.
Because I was actually just watching something. Oh, it was Kaiju number 8. The guy was doing
And they did it.
the arms. Yeah, I think fucking Don Machi is the only one that I've seen where he actually pumps his arms while he runs.
Oh, I got another achievement.
Is it losing every game?
It wasn't anything impressive. It was just me completing a game on a map.
Oh,
It
nice.
definitely didn't require me winning though.
Is our game at 2 or 2:30?
I'm wondering that too.
I thought it was at 2.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But they can change it there and stuff. And then like this time of year in Nebraska is.
Yeah, let me look.
I'm pulling it up now. It was 2, unless it got pushed back to 2:30. This says 11 a.m. on my part.
So it is at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we should wrap it up then. I meant to say something before last game, but I think we were talking about
No, I was looking at the time anyway. I knew.
Yeah, I think we were talking about fan service or anime titties or something. I don't fucking know.
Typical.
Gonzalez said every anime. How about in real life, every high school boy and some girls run like that? Really, Naruto is a big commitment for our first anime. But I'll be honest, I feel like I don't even have time for all the shit that I want anyway. I've been trying to read this Liar Liar book for like a fucking week because I actually really enjoyed that series too, even though that's another one I wouldn't say is like very good. And that one,
I still hadn't even finished it. I started that. I just don't have the time anymore.
yeah, and that one definitely has fan service. I mean, it's like almost stereotypical anime, but I just like it. I like the way it's done. Oh, okay. Full Metal was first. Okay. Yeah, Full Metal is a good one.
Yeah.
Erased is probably a good one too for that. So like Erased live action actually stuck more to the manga than the anime. But I'm sure people still prefer the anime just because. But okay. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now. Good hanging out with you guys. I put Eistad's Twitch link in the description. He shows his face, so you guys can go watch him play Call of Duty. Motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Okay, I guess this will just be in the recording. Since the internet decided to fucking shit itself. All right, I think I should be back now. Hopefully.
I don't know if you know what happened.
I was disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it recording on my end, but whatever.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was trying to tell your chat that I was heading out because I guess you were getting off.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I put your Twitch link in the description, so they can go check you out if they want.
All right, you didn't have to do that. I'm not trying to plug my channel or anything. I just figured it's better to have somebody to talk to during your podcast than sitting here having to wait for chat to respond. You know what I mean? So it's not dead air, and you're not feeling like you're talking to yourself.
Well, I was gonna say it ends up just being a lot of me rambling too.
Right.
But, okay, yeah. I'm sure I won't be able to see any more fucking chats right now because of stupid internet, but that's okay. All right, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and whatever. I'll see you guys later.
Right. See you.
See ya.